One of the greatest challenges for any caregiver is how do you um, take care and love your loved one, whether they're family member, somebody else, and at the same time, still giving them some independence. They want to try to walk with their walker without you helping. They want to try to wipe their face with a rag without you bathing them like a baby, and so forth. They want to try to take care of their bills. They want to go pay their utility bill. They want to try to go to the grocery store. And at the same time, they're not able to do that anymore just because of some of the challenges of age. And so trying to be able to love in spite of, and therefore to respect their integrity. And I think of again, this is just one of the things in caregiving that we have to make sure that we're focusing on, especially for Gen Zers and millennials, because again, this is so new to them. We have no choice but to step up our efforts, whether we're individuals, family members, or organizations.
Financial and legal planning is the best way to keep autonomy. It's the best way to keep independence. It truly is an act of love to do it. And I try to explain this to people in my day to day life in my office. And sometimes they see it, sometimes they don't. And it's usually only after someone has been a caregiver or they've seen how things can truly, fall apart without the planning that they say, oh, now I get it. Caregiving comes anytime. Crisis can strike at any time, and everyone thinks it's an others situation, but it's not until it happens to you. The way to start having these conversations with our elders as millennials, as Gen Zers, is to, lead by example and lead by love in it.
My family and I have kind of over time created a system and kind of a routine. But I think it's difficult sometimes when something happens in your life so instantaneously and trying to figure out what you can do in the situation. It's always something that was always on my mind. And kind of led me to creating like my own thing, which is as I and why I'm here as well is, helping older adults with tech and how technology has evolved in helping our lives and making sure that that process is easier as a caregiver. Um, but as I said, it's an interesting journey. I love it every time. I try to take every opportunity I can with my grandma, even though she doesn't remember the conversations that we're gonna have. But I make each moment something to remember. What I do is I try to create TikToks and Instagram Reels and things that we love to enjoy together because she loves to dance. There are certain cultures that don't really talk about caregiving, right? It's almost like a given. Like, yeah, of course you're going to take care of your grandparents. No one's ever going to, say no to that.
Mhm.
But I think sometimes we need to encourage those communities um, to have that conversation, to make sure that we have these conversations, whether it is awkward or whether it's horrible, whether it's too serious, and then just add a little bit of humor and fun to it. Um,
Just making sure that you take care of yourself, and you pay attention to how you're feeling. Your mental and emotional health is very important, and self-care and delegating. If you have someone that you can delegate to also call and do research on your behalf, or to look up information on your behalf, to ask for them to help.
It is not forever. This is going to be a season of your life. And so take every day for what it is and, understand that you will move through this time. Your loved one will move through this time, whether through healing or passing away. But it is a part of their story and yours. And so when it feels overwhelming, just remember that it is just a piece of the story.